If you think Hollywood's glitz is all about red carpets and flawless smiles, think again. Beneath the surface, where the cameras don't always reach, the world's most watched celebrities are grappling with doubts, distance, and dilemmas that would challenge any ordinary relationship. But what happens when the stakes are higher? The scrutiny is relentless, and every mistake is magnified for millions to see. This is not your average tabloid gossip. This is the untold story of Selena Gomez, Kylie Jenner, and the men who have become both their solace and their struggle. If you're ready for a roller coaster through heartbreak, hope, and Hollywood's hidden heartbreaks, you're in for a journey that will challenge everything you thought you knew about fame and love. For months, Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet seemed like Hollywood's most unlikely yet magnetic couple. She, the self-made billionaire and reality queen, and he, the Oscar-nominated actor with a cult following. Their romance promised a blend of glamour and artistic credibility, sending both their fandoms into a frenzy. Yet, behind every Instagram-perfect photo and public appearance, there was a growing rift. Timothy's career, especially his commitment to the Dune franchise, has taken him across continents. Budapest, Jordan, Abu Dhabi. The shoot locations read like a travel influencer's dream. But for Kylie, each new destination meant another week of separation. Insiders reveal that Kylie's initial excitement for her jet-setting boyfriend faded as the reality of his schedule set in. The FaceTime calls, once filled with laughter and longing, became shorter, more strained. When Timothée missed Kylie's 28th birthday, an unthinkable move in the Kardashian-Jenner orbit, the whispers began. Kylie's inner circle tried to reassure her, pointing out that demanding careers come with sacrifices. But in her world, where missed birthday is a public slight, the damage was done. Kris Jenner, ever the strategist, saw not just emotional cost, but the lost opportunity to align the family brand with Timothy's meteoric rise. Try to salvage the romance. Kylie arranged a European vacation in July. It was meant to be a reset, a chance to reconnect away from cameras and commitments. But even this getaway was overshadowed by business obligations. Most notably, Kylie's decision to attend Jeff Bezos' lavish wedding instead of extending her time with Timothée. Was this a sign her priorities were shifting? Friends say Kylie struggles to balance her roles as a mother, entrepreneur, and partner. She's built an empire on being everywhere at once. But, as one confidant puts it, you can't fly to every heartache, even on a private jet. As Timothée promoted his film alongside Gwyneth Paltrow, gossip blogs exploded with rumors of on-set chemistry. Gwyneth's playful interviews about their intimate scenes didn't help, fueling speculation and stoking Kylie's insecurities. The distance, both physical and emotional, grew wider. Now, with Timothy's schedule only intensifying, even Kylie's resources can't bridge the gap. They're playing house on two different continents. An industry insider quips, "It's only a matter of time before the facade cracks." Selena Gomez's love life has always fascinated the public. After a string of heartbreaks, her engagement to Benny Blanco felt like a turning point, a pop princess finally finding her prince. But as the confetti settled, a harsh reality emerged. Benny's crippling fear of flying wasn't just a quirky trait. It was a phobia so intense that it dictated everything from work trips to romantic getaways. While Selena jetted off to Paris for a major campaign, Benny stayed grounded in Los Angeles, unable to join her even for a weekend. Friends close to the couple describe Benny's travel workaround as extreme. Rather than a direct flight, he opts for week-long boat journeys to cross the Atlantic. Not only is this impractical for Selena's whirlwind schedule, it's become a symbol of the sacrifices required to keep this relationship afloat. Selena, ever the optimist, initially downplayed the issue. She'd known about Benny's flying concerns, but hadn't grasped the full impact until wedding plans forced a discussion. Would every holiday, every family visit, every spontaneous adventure require a logistical nightmare? The tension came to a head when Selena had to choose between accompanying Benny on a cross-country train trip or fly alone to a major film festival. She chose her career, a decision that sparked days of silence between them. Their friends watched helpless, as a fundamental incompatibility threatened to unravel their engagement. Insiders say Selena is now questioning whether her dream of a normal, supportive partnership is possible. She wants someone who can match her energy, her travel, her ambitions, a source confides. But love doesn't always cooperate. Just as Selena's engagement wobbled, the ghost of relationships past returned. Justin Bieber, her ex and one of pop music's most recognizable faces, began spending more and more time with Kendall Jenner. Their friendship is long-standing, but recent sightings in Los Angeles have sparked a storm of speculation. Photos of Justin and Kendall, lost in deep conversation at a cozy dive bar, sent shockwaves through their circles. Observers noted the closeness, the body language, the way their laughter lingered just a bit too long. For Justin's wife, Haley, it was a nightmare scenario. The headlines wrote themselves. Bieber's loyalty in question. Haley Baldwin Bieber has built her brand on poise and grace, but sources say she's rattled by the renewed closeness between Justin and Kendall. She's supportive, but there's only so much anyone can take. One friend shares. It's hard to watch your husband's friendship with another woman play out so publicly, especially when the media loves a good love triangle. Justin, for his part, insists nothing is amiss, but even he can't ignore the tension at home. The trio's complicated history, marked by past flings, jealousies, and competitive friendships, adds layers to an already tangled web. These aren't just salacious headlines. They're cautionary tales about the cost of fame, the fragility of love, and the impossible standards imposed on public figures. In an industry obsessed with appearances, genuine connection is both rare and risky. Kylie's struggle with Timothée isn't just about missed birthdays. It's about whether two wildly ambitious people can make room for each other's dreams. Selena's doubts about Benny aren't just about travel. They're about the compromises required to sustain love when life is anything but ordinary. And Justin's entanglement with Kendall and Haley shows that even happily ever after is vulnerable to old temptations and new insecurities. There's another dimension to all this, the way relationships are managed, even monetized, in Hollywood. Kris Jenner's frustration at missing out on Timothée's star power isn't unique. Every celebrity couple is, to some extent, a brand. Their unions are leveraged for magazine covers, endorsement deals, and social media clout. But what happens when the business of love overshadows the love itself? For Kylie, the answer may come sooner than she'd like. For Selena, the choice between personal happiness and professional success grows more urgent by the day. Behind the scenes, publicists and managers work overtime to manage the fallout from every spat, every photo, every rumor. There are damage control meetings, carefully crafted statements, and sometimes strategic leaks to maintain the narrative. One veteran publicist describes the process. You're always balancing the client's emotional needs with the demands of their brand. Sometimes the cleanest solution is a quiet breakup. Other times, you ride out the storm and rebrand the relationship as stronger than ever. But even the best strategies can't fix what's broken behind closed doors. As Timothée's filming commitments drag on, the odds of a happy ending dwindle. Friends predict that unless one party makes a dramatic sacrifice, Timothée turning down roles, Kylie stepping back from her business, the relationship is on borrowed time. They love each other, but love isn't always enough. An insider says, don't be surprised if within 6 months, the Hollywood power couple quietly confirms their split, citing busy schedules and mutual respect. It won't be the first fairy tale to fade under the glare of the spotlight. Selena faces a crossroads. Her engagement to Benny is more than a headline. It's a test of what she's willing to give up for love. Will she accept a grounded life, or will her need for movement, adventure, and global connection prove too strong? Those close to her say she's torn. Selena wants both love and a big life. But right now, she's realizing she may have to choose. The next few months will reveal whether she can find a compromise, or she'll join the ranks of stars who discover that not every fairy tale ends in happily ever after. The saga of Justin, Haley, and Kendall is far from over. With every public outing, every cryptic Instagram post, the narrative shifts. Will Justin set boundaries that reassure Haley, or will old habits die hard? Will Kendall step back, or double down on her friendship with a troubled pop star? The world is watching, and so are the tabloids. If there's one thing these stories prove, it's that perfection is an illusion. Behind every perfect selfie is a story of struggle, sacrifice, and sometimes heartbreak. The real drama isn't always on the screen. It's in the choices these stars make when